Good afternoon. Hello. Happy Easter. What's up? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Those are the important things that I got going on today. As you guys know, this is the first time I'm trying out the new setup, all incorporated into one rolling cart. I know things are a little different. One of the things that I just realized moments before starting, I don't have speakers on this. So, I think I have music playing, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. So, do I have new pans? No, I don't. I had to return the pans I got because only half of them worked with my induction grill, and that was not enough for me to keep getting them. Couple of things we got. All right, get my trackpad out of the way. Couple of things we have added. Top-down camera. It's a little weird though because the top-down gets the whatever, the red light, and then this one gets the blue light. It's weird, but the sexiest. Yeah. But we got that going. We got the booze table, which I think I've had this on a stream, right? Like have I actually had this on a cooking stream yet? I don't even know. I know I did a couple test streams. And by the way, I just saw that. Thank you, Spike, for the sub. So, all right, cool. I got the tabletop. Forgot to wipe it down a little bit. Just because like this is the stream. I want to do something easy. I say easy because it's not necessarily easy, but like it could be easy. I want to try that for this stream just because, again, I'm not sure how this all works. But so I have my oven already preheating. We're going to make some Briad. All right? And I've already made some Briad today because it takes a long-ass time to proof and sit and grow. So what I have over here is I got some Briad. Over there. And so we'll like go through that. I don't know. We'll see. But what I want to try, and I forgot to do that before I started. I was gonna like show you the streaming setup I have, but I just realized I never set it up on my phone to like use this as a thing. So I guess I can't do that. Oh well, I'll do it next time. I'm really proud of it. It was like it took a lot of effort, even though like to make it look effortless. So, and I just really appreciate that. Like, this is like the setup I have now is so unobtrusive. Like that's the real goal. Is that like it's hard enough because like this gap right here is I gotta suck in my stomach to get through it. That's one thing because this table's so big. It doesn't look that big on camera, but it is. So that was one thing. But then, like, I was running cables all over the place, and like just across the room. Man, so now I have everything underneath this table. I have my computer right over there, like right underneath this. All the cables are underneath the bottom like shelf of the table. Everything is nice and neat and tidy. It's great. I love it. I really do. I got the entire thing that you're seeing, hearing, everything is all on a single rolling stand that plugs into 3 cables. And just boop, boop, boop. And I can push the whole thing away. So that way when someone comes over, not that that happens, because, you know, lonely as fuck. But if someone comes over, I can just roll it away and not look like a weirdo who's filming himself in his kitchen for strangers on the internet. But that's great. I didn't fully finish. I had to temporarily run one cable. I ran out of. I needed to get 2 HDMI cables of a very specific length. So I had to order those. So right now I have one temporary cable, whatever. That'll be done. That'll be fixed by tomorrow. But yeah, so that's what that's what I've been up to. I know I haven't streamed in a couple weeks. For those of you who don't know, I got my vaccine last week, and I got hella sick from it. So that sucked. But it is what it is. And, you know, I was kind of expecting that to happen. In a couple weeks, I go and get the final shot of the vaccine. I'm expecting to get sick again. So we'll see what happens. But, without further ado, let's make some bread. Like I said, we're about halfway. I mean, I don't know how you want to classify this. So, what I'll do is I'll make the beginning part. And the beginning part is really easy. And this recipe alone is probably the easiest you could possibly do. I don't know how to make it any easier. That's good to know. So, all right, bye, Addie. Thanks for stopping by. But first things first. All right. What we gotta do is put baby in the oven. And because the Dutch oven is a big old boy, what I gotta do is take one of my racks and put it down there. And so what we're doing is we're gonna put this in at 450 degrees, and we wanna preheat this thing for about 45 minutes before we cook anything. So when we put our bread in this Dutch oven, we want it to be hot. That's first thing. So what we'll do, we'll set a little timer, 45 minutes. And I will say it's really weird to be doing this. Oh, I did drop the rag. That rag's no longer clean. Thank you. It's very weird doing this without hearing any of the music. I normally hear the music, and with no speakers, I don't hear the music. So, whatever. Let me see some things here too. I'm just adjusting my frames around. Cool. No one's watching this. Only 6 people. Love it. Anyway, all right. That's just a weird angle now. Give me a sec. I actually have like a mouse and keyboard on the table, but they're really awkward to use because this is like carpal tunnel like madness here trying to do a mouse like this. So, all right. Let's get our stuff together. And I was gonna I forgot to I was gonna transfer bowls. Let's see if this works. I have I don't know if this bowl is big enough. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. My big glass bowl I already used. And I was going to transfer it, and then I don't want to, alright. I mean, this was just so you guys could see it. Alright, we'll do this one. Yeah, you can see in there. You guys can see in there. Alright, yeah, fine. We're fine. We're fine. Alright. Killer the Noob! Thank you for the subscription. 13 months. 13 months. That was one of the things I did keep in mind with the camera, is I tried to raise it up a little bit. So that way you guys could see more on the table a little bit better. Again, limited by space, but... Alright. We need... to see if I have enough. Kill it, you should see my other stash. We need 4 cups of flour. Cool, I got enough. And we're not gonna really, we're gonna need this in a little bit. Let me get just a little bowl. Yes and no. So what I realized right before I started is there is supposed to be chat on screen. However, I actually changed my name on Twitch. So I went from Matt Ansini to Chef Matteo, and I realized, like, right as I hit record, like start on this, that broke Streamlabs a little bit. So the reason you're not seeing the chat on screen is because of that. So yeah, it'll be fixed for next time. I also can't see chat in Streamlabs, so I had to open up another window to see it. Crazy, I will end up using this. I like to mix it in here first. I don't know why. Like, I get it like ready in here and then I transfer it over. I have no idea why I do that. I know it just makes, like, I guess I don't trust myself with this size bowl. Like, when it's all like a big mess like this, I don't know. Like, so what do we got? So we got a little thing of flour here. We'll keep that over here for right now. This is a cooking channel from now on. Just FYI, guys. This is what I have the most fun doing, is the cooking stuff. And like, honestly, like, I got annoyed with playing games on Twitch. So if I'm gonna stream, I'm just gonna be doing cooking and maybe it's like some just chatting stuff. So FYI. Hence why I changed the name to Chef Matteo now instead of just Matt Ansini. Plus, I've been doing a lot of the TikTok stuff where my TikTok name is Chef Matteo, and it's just all together. Whatever. This is what I've been doing the most of, so like, why not? You know, why not? So, what do we got here? We got some yeast. What we're gonna do, we get some hot, warm, somewhere in the middle there, tap water. We get 2 cups. Alright, so, got our yeast. And I'm going to give it just a pinch of sugar. not for sweetness. But the yeast likes to eat the sugar. You know, just like me. So, I'm going to let this kind of mix in. I'm going to let that sit for a second. Ugh. I'm going to let that get all bubbly. It's going to look gross. It's going to smell gross. But, hey, like, I mean, this looks like Flint, Michigan's water source, so. Has anyone tried that? Trish, has anyone in Michigan just tried seeing if their water is just filled with yeast and then they can make delicious bread with it? Trish doesn't know. Trish doesn't know. So, alright. We got a bit of salt. Cool. Just kind of mix in the salt with the dough. No, I already have one. Trish should not be the next Siri. Trish would be the worst. I'm thirsty. Let me grab some water. This is my Alamo Draft House Rise of Skywalker commemorative glass. So, that's cool. That's cool. Alright. So, really all there is to this first step is, alright, we got our water nice and frothy. It should just look like sludge at the bottom of it. That's good. That's good. It's a sign you've done it well. And then we're just gonna kind of start mixing it together. You don't really want too much stuff to be dry. Some people do this with their hands, but it's messy. So I'm not gonna do it with my hands. And like, as you do this, you see it's kind of like shaggy. It's not really coming together. It will. The more you knead it and do all this stuff, I like to get it to this rough state before then I put it in my stand mixer. Again, I don't know why. I could have done like a mixer attachment on here, but I find that doesn't really do all that much. Like, the mixer attachment on here, unless you have the one with the little squeegee on it, which I don't, I feel like you end up having to scrape the thing down with this anyway, so like, I don't know. Also, like, I just washed this, and like, right before I started stream, I like pulled these out of the dishwasher, and it was still like hot from the washing machine drying it, and like, it was the hottest thing I've ever felt. I thought I was touching the sun, alright? So, let me see if I can do this on camera. The mouth of the bowl is a lot bigger than the other bowl. And so, like, the bottom of this bowl should be mostly clean. Like, should be mostly clean. If you still have a lot of flour in here, you probably didn't do it. You probably didn't mix it that well. Which is okay, because you could just mix it more. That's why I kept the fork out of the sink. I still need this. I'm gonna have to wash that in a second. So I got a dough hook on here. Make sure it's secure. Lock it down. Down. Lock over here. And I'm gonna put it like on like medium for just a few minutes. Really, like, this doesn't need to be kneaded like crazy. Like, you could do all of this by hand easily. Like, it's not even a lot of, like, the kneading like that. Really, this is just, like, to like, incorporate it. There's, like, some breads that, like, they want you to do, like, 20 minutes of it. But this is a high hydration dough. Like, this is really all I needed it for. So, there you go. That's it. That's your dough. It's like, it's ready to go to the next step now. That took us, what, like 10 minutes? And that was with me talking like an idiot for 20 of it. So, what we want to do is just cover it up and just put it over there. Now, one of the things that is important is that you do not put the bread on your oven. Like, if you're making multiple, like, so I'm preheating this oven. This is on, it's hot. This gets warm, all right? If I keep my hand here, I'll burn myself. You do not want to store the bread on the oven while you're doing this. It'll start to cook, like, and it's gonna come out like shit. So, away from it, cool, whatever. Well, here we go. Here is the one I made earlier. Yeah, that's it. So, it will have doubled in size. And then, Captain Joey's, thank you for the follow. So, it'll have doubled in size. And, like, for this one, you want to actually do this. Captain Joey wants me to hydrate. I'm trying to get back, like, get off of soda and caffeine again, but he wants me to hydrate again. So, you want to let this sit for 2.5-ish hours, like an hour. Like, you want to poke it down, and then we gotta let it sit a little bit more. A third time. Yes, the yeast will rise. You have to deflate it, and then you have to let it re-rise again. So, let's scrape this. It's almost like I made this decision because... No, I did not make this decision because of Jesus analogies. I really did not. In fact, I was going to make carbonara today because I've been craving it, but I forgot grated parm. I only got shredded parm, and that doesn't work that well for carbonara. So, all right. A little bit of oil in a bowl. Make sure the bowl is well oiled. Cool. Flour the bowl. And this is why I got the butcher block. It's for this reason right here. Sharks wants me to hydrate. Alright. So now, what we want to do is kind of roll out the bottom. And we're going to kind of like... See this here? This is what we want to eliminate. It kind of develops like a crust. So we want to roll it out. I'm not great at this part. I'm not. But eventually you should be able to get to a point where it's like this. There you go. Sharks wants me to hydrate more. I can't keep up. Ah. So, all right. Bam, there you go. You gonna go in there? Bam, you're in there. And then we want to cover this up again until we are ready for this to come out. Not before, because again, when these sit out they develop like a skin on them, and then they don't cook as well. I brought back some old options. I brought back some new options. I used too much flour on the table. Unfortunately, you can't really reuse this stuff because it's gross. I'm just gonna set this so I don't have space again. That's because you guys abused it. It was too low. Plus, remove. I'd like to remind you guys that remove used to be like 10,000. So, I'm meeting you in the middle here, okay? Alright, we're clean now. We're clean. So, what do we got? So, this is why we wear the... I gotta wash this. I would not ever build a PC for a viewer because I don't know how to build PCs. I don't know if you've ever watched me. I've only built 2 PCs in my entire life. And both of them have been on camera and both of them have been not great. That is not my area of expertise. So if you wanted to pay for it, you would be wasting all of the money. All of the money. Let me get more water because you guys like me hydrating. I don't know why I'm standing like this. It's a weird position. It is easy when you're patient. I'm not. I just like... And then I miss a step, and it doesn't come out great. So we got a little bit while this preheats. So here's what I'm gonna try in a little bit. Is I still gotta make myself dinner tonight, and like the dinner won't be particularly difficult. Like it's just like regular dinner. I'm gonna try and make my own Alfredo sauce. We'll see how that goes. I've never tried it. I did get regular Alfredo sauce just in case. But, yeah, so. Naked! I'm gonna pronounce that like naked, like. So the bread, well, for starters, I'm obviously making 2 batches of bread. And one of the things I'm worried about with the bread, actually, I gotta see something real quick. Okay. So I do have a loaf pan. I have to wash this though, so that'll be an off-stream thing because I'm not gonna wait for 6 hours for that one to proof on stream. But so I have a couple plans for the bread. I was gonna try and do some sliced garlic bread today, not like a French bread type one. So like I was thinking about doing that, and I got just some like pre-made potato gnocchis. So like that sounded good to me for dinner tonight. Like it's Easter, right? Like let's have like a regular dinner. Let's not like. It's also like the most like normal meal I think I've ever made. Like on stream, I'm always just like, yeah, let me put a pizza in a quesadilla. Fuck yeah! That made me thirsty. So I figured if I do like regular Italian dinner, like, but I wasn't planning on doing that, and I'm just like, you know what? I kind of have all the ingredients to make Alfredo sauce, but I also kind of don't because you're supposed to use heavy cream, but I only have 2% milk, and they're not the same thing, but like sometimes you can sub it out, sometimes you can't. It might just be kind of like a runny Alfredo, which might not be terrible. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But the beautiful thing is, even if it messes up, I got a jar already. So like, and then just do monkeys. I shopped yesterday, and I did get a bunch of stuff, but then I forgot. Like I wasn't planning on making Alfredo ever. Like that was not part of my plan ever. And then I was definitely not going to go grocery shopping on Easter. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Also, I'm noticing, because like this is the first time that I've been cooking in here in a while, where it's like hot out. It's hot as fuck in here. I'm sweating my ass off right now. It's like 85 degrees outside. 81 degrees outside. And I'm standing next to a 450 degree oven in a shoebox. And I'm fat. So, excuse me if I'm spitzing. I am wearing 3 tops, but like, this is just like what I wear. I wear this like always. So, but yeah. So once we put the bread in, I gotta double check. I gotta remember how long to put it in for. I don't remember. $45 minutes I gotta cook the bread for. So when I put the bread in, that's when I'll start the Alfredo and stuff. Like, I'll try the Alfredo. But that also doesn't seem like that's gonna take that long. So I don't know. This is the problem I have with the cooking stream, is that like there's a lot of downtime. Also, excuse me, when it gets hot, my nose tends to run. So pardon me for that. But I don't know. I guess like, do we got like a 10-minute Q&A or something like that? We got a little Q&A? What's going on with you guys? Here's your chance to answer for me to answer all your spicy questions. as I clean my butcher block. There we go. That's clean now. No food's going back on here today. No? Nothing? Cool, guys. Alright, let me tell you about bread. I fucking love bread. My favorite meal, unironically, unapologetically, alright, is just bread. Usually Italian. Around here, Italian bread's kind of hard to find. There's no real difference between French and Italian bread besides the crust. Whatever. It's how you knead the dough. It's whatever. But I love Italian bread with slices of cheddar cheese. And that's like what I eat for lunch most Saturdays. So I usually go grocery shopping on a Saturday. I'll get fresh bread at the store, and then I'll have that. It's fucking delicious. But it's also it actually means something to me, because for like 20 something years, me and my dad used to go to my great uncle's house, and that's like what we had every time. It was just bread, cheese, and we would just shoot the shit with him. We did that for like 30, might have been 30 years. No, couldn't have been 30. No, it wasn't 30 years. Well, I'm doing my math wrong. So it was at least like 20, 25 years. Every weekend doing that. So like that's a big thing, and it's just like stuck with me. And so like I even call this my uncle always used a knife like this. I call this the Uncle John knife. It was just like a small paring knife. It's what he cut everything with, even the bread. This is terrible for cutting bread. This is like the worst knife to cut bread. He's just like, you know what? I don't want to get two knives dirty. So like, I'm excited. I got a little bit of cheddar left over. I didn't get cheddar just for this, but I did save some for this. So I'm gonna have that. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, and that's like when you look back at like things you miss in life. That's like one of the things I miss most in life, was going and doing that. Also because my Uncle John was like the coolest person ever. Alright, this guy is 90, he died at 99. Alright? Lived at the same house for like 97 years. It's like they moved into that house when he was like 2 or 3 or something like that. It was in the shittiest part of my hometown. Like, gangs are all around, like everyone, like his house got broken into a bunch of times, like while he's there. Whatever. I'm not moving. This guy, he calls my dad up one day. He's like, I'm having a stomach ache. I'm like, oh, John, you want us to come over? Nah. You sure? Yeah, I'm just having a stomach. I'll feel fine. Whatever. That's like in the middle of the week. So then we go to his house on Saturday, because that's what we do. And we look, and like here's the door, the stairs are right next to it. There's a big hole in the wall at the bottom of the stairs. Just big old hole. We get there, he's sitting in front of the stove in a chair. He's just like sitting in a chair, frying up some sausages. Whole side of his face is bruised. What? John, what happened? I told you I had a stomach ache. What? What? And keep in mind, this is when he was 98 or 99. So, I'll make the long story short here. He went to the hospital. They did tests. He had a heart attack. And like fell down the stairs. But then like the doctor's like, yeah, based on the scar tissue, he's had like a lot of heart attacks. Like, he never once mentioned any of that. But so this dude had a heart attack. He's like, stomach ache. Yeah, nah, I'm fine. And then decided to go fry a sausage. This is the same guy who I used to go and cut his grass like growing up. You know, we'll bring the lawnmower over. I'll cut his grass. He used to give me $5, which was awesome as a kid. One day he's like, I don't need you to cut the grass anymore. There's a kid down the street. He said he'll do it for $3. This motherfucker outsourced me. I'm his nephew. So like, after the heart attacks, the doctor's like, yeah, you can't go back home. Like, you won't be able to go back home. And she's like, fuck you, and died. Like, he's just like, to hell, I'm not staying here, and then he just died. Like, he just like, fuck this shit. Like, I loved it. I loved every part about it. I mean, obviously I don't like that he died, but like, I like that he died on his, like, he's like, nah, I'm gonna do my thing, not your thing. But, yeah, my Uncle John was cool. But, how long we got in this? Alright, I think, alright, cool. We're about ready for that. So, what I'm going to do here is I got my, also crazy, I hope he's okay too. I feel like a jerk for telling my story. Here we got a little razor blade on a stick. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut into my bread. I'm going to cut a couple designs. That's it. So, you see the designs there. Now, most of this is for show. These little ones are for show. They're just like, it'll make the bread split and look a little nicer when you go to bake it, whatever. However, these big ones in the middle, which I'm actually going to clean up this one. Actually serve a function. They're going to let some of the gases out of the crust. It'll give it a little better rise. Now, one of the things I'm worried about is, one, I don't know whether I should have cut that. This is the first time I'm trying the Dutch oven method. I've always just cooked my bread on like a pizza stone. So we'll see how that goes. But, so, technically I'm supposed to be using a perfectly round Dutch oven. I don't have one. So I'm using this oblong one. And I'm kind of afraid I'm going to have like a weird, like flat look. Like I feel like it's going to expand outward more than it's going to expand upward. And I do realize that that's like a very possible. If that happens, whatever, I'll have like tostinis then. I don't know. But like, it's something that I was like, I'm worried will happen. Now, what I'm going to do with the other loaf of bread that I'm going to make is I'm actually going to cut that in half. I'm going to make a loaf in here, which would be more like just white bread, just like from the store. So I'm going to try that in this one. But then I also want to try making a couple just like small buns like this big. And this one should be like kind of like a brioche. Yeah. So we'll see. Because I've never made the sandwich loaf. And I've like, yeah. I've made this is like, what this one should be like kind of like a rustic bread. But I don't know. All right. Okay. So, quick reminder to any dum-dums who try and do this from home. This is fucking hot! So don't touch the side. You can hear it sizzling right now. At least I can. Alright. So, we're going to stick that in there for 30 minutes. Bam. The dough is not screaming in agony. The dough is screaming in, eat me, eat me. Look, I made a reverse Oreo. And what I found with making bread, rinse, like, get your stuff soaking immediately. Otherwise, when you go to clean it, because I'm not going to sit here and hand clean this stuff all while I'm on stream with you guys, but if you're trying to clean it after it dries, it's like peeling cement. Like, the dough gets so just hard and just crusty, like, ugh. So, I wasn't timing that. We've had that hour and 20 minutes. Okay. I need more timers. I'm looking what time I gotta do over there. The oven has a timer, but like I never like using the timer on ovens. Oh, you know what? You're right. There is a timer on here. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. Timer only does up to an hour. I need like an hour and 20 right now. The reason I don't like doing this is because this stove, when you turn, as soon as you do the timer, the stove turns off. Why? Like, it's a separate button to like timer, on, off, clock, like the baking, off. But as soon as you hit the off button for the timer, it shuts off the oven as well. So, yeah, that's why I don't use that. This is a piece of shit. It's like the lowest thing that Frigidaire makes. But are you allowed to receive stuff in the P.O. box? Yeah, I get stuff in the P.O. box. We get stuff. One thing I will talk about with, it's not like a P.O. box thing, but like, I'll get to talk about it. I got to read, so one of my favorite content creators is Cinema Sins. So I like Cinema Wins, I like Cinema Sins, and I like, Screen Rant. And those that's pretty much all I watch on YouTube is those three movie channels. And Cinema Sins is writing a book, which is I think his second book. I know he at least started working on the first one. I don't know if he ever published it. But it's like a memoir of how he grew up in this like very religious family. His dad was a pastor. Like he wasn't allowed to go to the movies, nothing. So now it's like how he became one of the biggest movie channels on YouTube. It's a really, really good book. I got an advanced copy of it. I read it It's like 200 pages. I read it in one night because it was just like, oh, this is really good. I like this. So that goes on sale like mid-May. I highly recommend everyone pick it up. It's just a really good story. It's really like, especially if you're interested in like YouTube and content creation. Like, not only is he talking about, you know, life and stuff like that, but he's also talking about YouTube and being a content creator. It was like I got to read that the other day. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So you mentioned the PO box, and I just wanted to like I got that in our PO box the other day. He sent it over, and so that's just what reminded me of it. But it's Jeremy Scott is his name, but his like Cinema Sins is his YouTube channel. Why are you trying to scream, Manny Man? No Manny Man should be screaming. This is the problem with cooking streams. Downtime. Things are cooking. Things are actively happening. But like, what do? I don't have any things to cut. I couldn't make the Alfredo sauce, but let's do that. Yeah. All right. And you know what? This seems like a good use for top-down cam. Oh, it's not perfect. Oh wait, okay. That's something I'll have to fix in the software. Okay. I kind of cropped it. It's okay. It's okay. So, let me look this back up. Cups. Okay. 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 All right. Let me get all my stuff together to make this. Got a garlic mincer. No, I don't have any. I only have a little bit of garlic, and I want to save that for garlic bread. So, oh, I have more garlic than I thought I did. You guys know how good I am at chopping garlic. It doesn't want to break. Yo, this is just one big clove. All right. This is just one giant clove of garlic. Cool. That was way easier than I thought it was. Butter. So I want to know how to do that without spilling it everywhere. That's the problem. Alright, so we are going to get some nice brown butter going. It depends on what you want to do. Like, I have the base MacBook Air. I fucking love that thing. It does everything I want it to do. Now, my only complaint about mine is that I went with the 8 gigs of RAM, and for 90% of what I do, that's fine. But when I get into doing thumbnails, I typically will open up 4 to 5 different Photoshop tabs, and that right there is enough to really tax out that. I probably should have put the garlic in there first. Like if you want to do any type of graphic design or something, I would say get the 16 gigs of RAM, but I would say that for regardless of what you end up doing. So. I missed the bowl. Cleaning a mincer is always a pain in the ass. I'm gonna need that for later. I don't know if City Skylines can play on Macs. That's gonna be the biggest problem you're gonna run into. Okay, give me a sec. Now there are if you do have a PC still, Steam Link did just come to, it just came to Mac, so you could do Steam Link, where you stream it. GeForce Now has, you can do, if you bought it on Steam, you could do it on GeForce Now and play it through Steam, and that works just fine. I got some Italian seasoning. Cool. Now I got some Parmesan cheese. That's what makes the Alfredo Alfredo-y. I don't know how well... I don't know if at all you can use mods with GeForce Now. But... I need a little bit more milk in here. It's almost... I was worried about this being too runny. It was too thick. I like peppery Alfredo. I do. It's going good. Like I mean, I have no idea how this tastes. It looks fine. I mean, still a little thick. Oh, it's delightful. Yeah, that's great. The problem is I made this way too early. Yeah, I'm still gonna do a little bit more milk. Because I literally did like half the milk that I was supposed to. Since again, it called for either half and half or cream, but so you see like how like I'm kind of getting that swirl, like that swirl in the middle. This should not be like pancake batter. That's getting more like it. There we go. Problem is I made this way too early. I'm actually just going to put this on over here. I have that on just one. I'll just... Remind me to stir that every once in a while. See, it's crazy how, like, some things are just like, yeah, that's really easy to make. Like, I've never made Alfredo sauce, but, like, that tastes really good. So, alright, what do we got? What do we got? 10 minutes, we're going to take the cover off our bread. Well, so I don't want to put too. I actually put a lot of cheese in there for what it was, because it wanted grated cheese, not shredded. But I'll also put cheese on it when it's done. So let me see what my Nakis want. Yeah, this is how I knew I fucked up. You read that? Ready in 2 minutes. These ain't going. I'm not gonna be making these quite yet. Can't make them yet. So I'm worried about like scorching this. That's a journey we're gonna find out. How well can Alfredo sit there on simmer for the next 30 minutes? 30. Oh god, I'm gonna burn the shit out of that, aren't I? You know what? There. I'll reheat it. I don't know. Like, hello, Echo. Welcome to my cooking stream. I'm making some bread. This is some Alfredo sauce. I'm gonna make some gnocchis in a little bit. We have some bread cooking. We already made some bread. And you guys see, like, look at that. Look how much bigger it's gotten so far. This is like, haha. So we're gonna cover that back up. It's not ready to be fondled yet. That one, you know, that's not for this stream. We'll do the other one. I wish I could get is I wish I could get a camera in the oven. Just see like the bread just. I did inquire with my friends over at Deity Microphones whether a flame-proof, like an oven-proof mic was possible. Yes and no, Crazy. Yes, there is. No, it's not. It's not available to mortals. It's like what they like measure like volcanoes with, man. Oh, that looks delicious. That does look delicious. So yeah, like, all right, again, Q&A time. If anyone has any questions for me, you know, I'll answer them. Like, we got a couple minutes here to kill. So, I don't know. I don't have anything to prepare at this second. Otherwise, my food's gonna get cold, and I don't want that. Who all saw King Kong versus Godzilla? That movie was great. That movie was fantastic. I like, you know, like the people plot was whatever, but that's kaiju movies. But like Big Monkey versus Laser Lizard, oh, it was great. It was great. I loved it. I just I mean, it was just. I'm glad it did well too. Like, this is one of those things, you know, I've talked about it a lot, is movie theaters and whether they're closing or not, or like whether they're done. And I want to be wrong on it. I do. I like right now it looks like they're doing okay. So, I'm happy about that. Oh, hello cutie Kev. Thanks for following, cutie. I want to be wrong. I want them to survive. I want them to come back thriving. And that is something, like, with the box office, you know, 48 million that Kong and Kong vs. Godzilla did. That's a good start. So, like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But it's still 48 million is still a long way away from, you know, the couple hundred million that other blockbusters were getting. So, Echo, thank you for the follow. You know what? You can get a too. That's one of the things. I started doing ironically, now I just can't stop doing it. You ever done that? You ever just like... I did it for a TikTok, and now, like, I just can't stop. Yeah. If you have not followed me on TikTok, you should, because that shit's really fun. And Echo wants me to hydrate to get me to stop talking about TikTok. I have had so much fun on TikTok that I don't want to do anything else in my life. And I don't I don't want to do shit. I want to make my TikToks. I got a whole weird ass list of all, like, a bunch of different TikTok ideas. I got one I'm gonna do during this stream at some point. I'm just not ready for it yet. So I like it. It's fun. Don't tell Ken, but you like my streams better. I like my streams better too. I tell that to Ken every day. Alfredo. It's cool. It's cool. Like, I mean, me and Ken are not in competition with each other. We have two very different, very, very different styles of streaming. So, yeah. It's cool. It's cool. I could not record myself at the grocery store because I'm so, like, what do I gotta get? What do I gotta get? What do I gotta get? I couldn't actually, even focus on filming. I don't know. I just wouldn't be able to do it. Austin and Ken are very nice in real life. I've known Ken now for almost... I'd say I'd known Ken for, 8 years. Yeah, Ken's very nice. That's how I got the job, was through Ken. And then Austin is, one of the nicest person. I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about movies. Like, oh, let me know if you need help moving. Okay, Austin. Now, to be fair, I did help Austin move some stuff when he moved, but, yeah, both of them are extremely nice. So, yeah, dude, the anxiety in the grocery store. I'm just like, I don't want to be here. I put the blinders on. I'm like, let me get my stuff. Let me get the fuck out of here. So, yeah. No, I get that. I do. I get that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right. We're almost. Now, usually I don't do this, but I'll break you off with a little preview of the remix. The bread is about 2/3 of the way cooked. Hopefully, we'll see. So the last 15 minutes, we take the top off. I'm gonna take it out. We'll take the top off. We'll see how it looks. So, yeah. Now, speaking of that dumb remix joke, that I'm gonna complain about Twitter for a second. I made a joke on Twitter that was like, I know he doesn't usually do this, and he broke us off with a little preview of I forget what dumb joke it was about R. Kelly, and basically it came down to when are we gonna see the full remix of Ignition, because the beginning of the song is, now normally I don't do this, but I'm gonna break off you a little piece of the remix, and I think that's the funniest thing I've ever said. I know I didn't explain it well just now, but I think that's one of my best jokes, and no one got it. And that's why I really hate Twitter sometimes. Because most of you who follow me don't even know who R. Kelly is. Rightfully so at this point in time. Rightfully so. However, when I was growing up, he was only semi-horrible of a person. Like, it just... And Ignition Remix is actually, like, my go-to karaoke, assuming someone has already done Mariah Carey Heartbreaker. Which, let's face it, they're gonna do Mariah Carey Heartbreaker. Because, you know, Mariah Carey. Heartbreaker, you got the best of me, but I just keep on coming back incessantly. Oh, why did you have to run your game on me? I should have known right from the start you'd go and break my heart. I fucking love that song, guys. Oh. It's looking pretty good. Look at those designs we got there. The thing I'm most excited about with that is that it just grew out in a ball. It didn't grow out into like a hot dog shape like I was worried with that pan. Oh, guys, I'm so excited now. That was so reaffirming. All right. 15 minutes left on the bread. God, after me singing that, I want you guys to know, I just fucking miss karaoke. I miss karaoke so much. Screw hanging out with friends. I just want to go to karaoke. Which deleted tweet? I remember I did one and it was really bad. I don't remember what I said though. I remember I tweeted and I'm like, no, maybe I shouldn't do this. I had one today too, where I had my TikTok today was fairly controversial. Because I too grew up in a very religious household. My mom was like a Sunday school teacher, except we didn't do it on Sundays. We did it on Mondays, like whatever. But so she's my mom always asks me like, "Are you going to church? You going to church?" Especially on Easter. She's like, "You going to church today?" I'm like, nah. So what I found was I found just communion wafers, like the body of Christ. I don't know, and so I just did a TikTok of me just pouring those into a bowl, and then a big old bottle of wine, the blood of Christ for those who aren't Christian, and just eating it like cereal. And someone messaged me on TikTok like, that was really disrespectful, and you should really you should take that down. Blah blah. I'm like, nah. I kept it up. Hold on. Where is it? Some people didn't like that. Speaking of which, wine. Gonna have that. This is a really good wine, by the way. If anyone, it's Francis Coppola Red Blend. It's really good. It's cheap, but it's good. I mean, I don't want to die, Killa. I don't know. I'm gonna give you a number that I'm calling your bluff on. 50 subs. I'm intentionally calling your bluff. Because I know I've lowballed you before, and then you're like, yeah. So, $20. $20. See, here's the thing. I gotta calculate what it's gonna cost me to fucking get my stomach pumped. I'm not 20 anymore, guys. Though also, like, there's not a lot in wine. There's not a lot of wine in a wine bottle. You could fit, like, it's like 4 glasses. Wine gives me a lot of headaches. I do like wine though a lot. That was like one of those like weird acquired tastes. Like, I'll be real with you, I don't like a lot of beers. That's not to say no beers. I just like I hate IPAs, like those like super dark craft beers. I'm not a fan of those whatsoever. I don't understand why people like those. I think they taste like dirt. I like citrus beers. I like ciders. I mean, I know those are 2 very different things, but like, and then also just give me like a straight like ale. I'll take an ale any day. But yeah, like I don't know. Wine I used to hate, and now I'm like, you know what? I'm down with wine. I don't like it. It's too sugary for me. I know that I drink other drinks that have more sugar in them, but they don't taste as sweet to me. Compared, like that one has a very distinct, like that vanilla taste to it is very distinct, which is not bad. Like if someone hands me, I'm like, oh, I'll drink it. But I'm not gonna like go and be like, oh, I'm gonna order this. I will say that like my main drink that I like to do is amaretto sour, which is very sugary, but I don't taste it like the same, like whatever, like I don't know. You want to build a PC but you can't afford it. I mean, yeah. Most people can't right now. I'm using a PC from 2.5 years ago. So, I got a couple hand-me-down things from I stole it out of Ken's old systems when he got a 3070. So I have a 2070 right now. Yeah, like so I was on a Gen 2 Ryzen 5 for a very long time, and then I did upgrade to a Ryzen a 3rd gen Ryzen 5. I really didn't need to. It's just like it was a good deal at Micro Center, and this was before all the shortages, so I grabbed that. Hello, Manny Fresh. We're gonna have some bread to unveil in about 7 minutes. It's looking pretty good in there. I'm excited for it. But the 1080 Ti is not a bad graphic card even today. I mean, like, yeah, it's a couple, like, it doesn't have ray tracing, but it's not bad. I mean, like, when I first started, I was using a 1660, and that was, I was using just a regular 1660, not even like a super or anything, and that was okay, but like, it struggled if I was playing games while streaming. Now that I've said, like, look, I'm not gonna stream a computer. Like, I'm just done with PC gaming. I just don't like it. I've been pretty upfront about that. I want to do console gaming. So like, now that I've said that, it makes Killa, don't be that guy. Also, you want a free gaming PC? I think I got a Raspberry Pi you can have. I turned into RetroPie. You want that one? I'll send you that one. Manny Fresh wants me to hydrate. I need to get more. Ah, water. I could have just gotten my water bottle that's right over there and filled that up, but like that just seems like a lot of effort. And woohoo, woohoo! What's going on with this hair? I got a 5 head today. Kill the Noob wants me to remove my sunglasses and say thank you for all the contributions you've made to the channel. And when you want that Raspberry Pi Zero, not the W, but the first gen one, you just let me know. Yeah. See, here's the thing. A lot of people should have a lot more points because I finally figured out how to refund that week of no sunglasses. I finally figured out how to redo that one. Addie's back. Wow. Look at that. She comes in just for the, I want to say finale because I still got a whole nother dish to make. But the other dish is going to take so little to make that I'm just going to be like, whatever. I saw a thing on Reddit where it was like Crackhead Craigslist or something like that, where someone's like, me and my husband are thinking about getting Chinese takeout, which is that a Canadian thing, Chinese takeout? I've never heard anyone else say Chinese takeout. Other than this post happened to be in Canada too. It's just like, oh, we just want to get Chinese. Like that's just like you just say like here it's just, oh, we get takeout or we're getting Chinese. It's kind of like soda and pop. Very few places say soda pop, although where I'm from does say soda pop. Yeah. Like it's just kind of implied that like, oh, we're getting Chinese, and it's like just kind of, I don't know. So anyway, they're like, hey, we want to get Chinese takeout, but we don't know what we want to get. Is anyone planning on getting Chinese takeout that we could stop by and have like a bite of your meal? So that way we don't have to commit to a full meal if we don't like it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? The fuck is wrong with you people? Ugh. I took a sneak peek, and it was looking nice and pretty. It was looking nice and pretty. Manny Fresh, thank you for the sub. I really appreciate it. I wish I could give you a slice of bread. It's gonna be delicious, but unfortunately I can't because this is as far as I can go. But thank you for the sub. Normally the only subs I get are Spike and Killa. Uh-oh. Did someone delete that? Did someone remember that he has bots? It used that command used to say did somebody say it used to say that and I deleted it. But Manny's gifting things to someone also named Matt. You know what? You know what this is? Because it's gifted to a Matt, you get a free sunglasses removal because you have a great name. Uh-oh, Killa! Uh-oh! Oh, Addie, you missed my whole thing about that. You missed my whole thing about that earlier. You would have loved it. I stopped playing Raid. I beat it. I beat Raid Shadow Legends. Guys, I beat it. There was nothing left for me to, I mean, that's not, they're like adding stuff, but like, I was beating it faster than they could add stuff, so I'm like, well, I'm done. I mean, just like, Manny Fresh wants me to switch my sunglasses. I have very few, but you know what? I'm gonna bring back an oldie. But Addie wants me to switch my sunglasses back. Crazy wants me to switch my sunglasses. I only have about half my glasses here right now because I left over the winter. I would go into work with sunglasses on, and then it would be dark by the time I leave work, so I wouldn't wear them. And then I just left half of them at the office. Killer the Noob wants me to switch my sunglasses. These are the weird ones though, because I actually can't see the screen that well. Because they're polarized. I really can't see this. I have to turn. They're reverse polarized. So if I look at them straight on, I can't see the screen. But if I do this, I can see the screen just fine. I think the polarization is wrong. This is sad because I really like these. You guys have seen my favorite shirt. Oh my god! Everyone, shut up! Shut up! Shut up, Trish! Here we go. Here we go. The moment of truth. Oh boy! All right. Spike wants me to change my glasses in the middle of a reveal. What an asshole. What an asshole. Alright, I gotta do a TikTok real quick. So let me put on my put on these. It is bread. That's very astute of you. No, I gotta stand for this one. Yeah. Bear with me for a second. Gotta just set this up. Okay, that's hot. All right, here we go. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Left on Bread, where we take the horror of being left on red in dating apps and being ghosted by the ones we love, and we put our feelings into bread. Bread. That's it. That's the whole TikTok. They hurt. Hot is hot. Like, I just want to poke it with something. Okay. Guys, we're not done yet. All right, let's turn that on. Crazy wants me to hydrate. I am gonna cover this and let the moisture. Guys, bread. So let's let this. I realize I gotta change the angle a little bit on this. It's okay. I just won't do it now. You get channel points by watching the stream, subbing, bits. I think those are the only. I think that's the only 3 ways. Main ways by watching the channel. But Austin's busy. He doesn't. You know. Favorite dish to cook is. It's a very different answer that I would have had a while, like when I first started doing this. It was mac and cheese. I make a pretty good mac and cheese. That's like my dish. That like, if I like someone's like, all right, you got to cook me something amazing, and you get one chance. I think mac and cheese I could do pretty well. So the now let's the one that is now is I learned how, like a few like maybe a month or two ago. I made chicken parm for the first time, and it is, first off, I made the unhealthiest version that you could possibly do with chicken parm. Don't get me wrong, it was double deep fried, like it was whatever. Nothing I make is healthy. Look at me. But making that chicken parm with pasta easily became my favorite thing to make. I made the pasta sauce from scratch. The chicken parm came out amazing, and it was like, I think that again, this was a couple months ago, but I think that's by far the best thing that I've ever made ever. And it's going to be hard to top that because of how good that chicken parm was. So, like, that's where I'm kind of at with that. It was fun to make. It was nice to make. One of the things I'm going to be trying to tackle is stuffed crust pizza. I just want to do that. I'm gonna do some of the TikTok foods. I got like the ramen one that I want to try. Let's see. There's like the sandwich hacks. So this got kind of mushy. I don't like that. This got mushy. This is where I left it. I left this out too long. I should have waited to make this. Let me see what else I got. Like I want to do. The carbonara was one again. That was what I was originally gonna do today. That one worked out good though. That I didn't do that one because it's got bacon in it. My mom already yelled at me about being sacrilegious with the whole, body of Christ cereal. So if I ate meat today too, she would have really yelled at me. But so there's that one, and then I just forgot stuff to make the carbonara. I do got some nice ass bacon for that, but I want this to get creamier again. I don't know if it will do that. It's lumpy now. Now that I've just let it sit here. I mean... I won't tell if you don't. I just didn't want to publicly be like, here's the meal I made today, Grace. Kill the noob gifting subs. I mean, like, I haven't. I've technically been good today and I haven't eaten meat. I don't even know. Is that like a thing on Easter Sunday? Isn't that when it's done? I know you couldn't do it on Fridays. I have no idea what... I haven't been to church in I don't know how long. Like, I used to go... Like, I go with, like, Christmas with my family, but, like... I'm there, like... I'm at church, but, like... Lights are off, man. Like, no one's home. Alright. There we go, guys. There's the bread. Look at that crumb! Look at... Oh, that's an unflattering picture. That's what I just took. Okay. Butter. Okay. That reminds me. Let's just have this out here warming. Oh. That is so good. Why the fuck do people buy bread? It's amazing. Like, this is amazing. Yeah. So what I want to do, Killa. Problem with rustic bread like this, it's like the crust is very dry intentionally, but so give me a sec. Is I want to make a few smaller versions of these for something like that. But just listen to this. I'm not good at cutting these. I gotta stop myself from eating this whole thing. I know. This is like a big brick. I'm afraid to put it in. It's gonna be a big thing that falls out. It's gonna hurt. Yep, it hurt. All right. If I add a little bit of milk to the Alfredo, will it get creamier again? That's the question. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. It's kind of like chunky right now. I want it to be creamy again. How am I single? Probably because I look like this. Alright, I'm going to try this. If it ruins the sauce, it ruins the sauce. I got to back up. Again, I don't know if this will work. Come on, get creamy again. It like curdled. Alright, it helped out a little bit. Okay, that definitely helped. Alright, that definitely helped. Yeah, I was saying that earlier, Manny. I don't have any cream. So I wasn't even... This is my first time trying the sauce, so like... I wasn't even sure if that would work, but... And, The gnocchis are not really part of like the stream. This is just my dinner. Potato gnocchis. Perfect. I just had to cook. Like, I live by myself. Like, I live in an expensive area of California. It's difficult to eat out on a regular basis, so I'm like, oh, let me cook, and then, I had fun doing it, and, like, I didn't start cooking until, like, I had, like, 4 dishes that I made. It wasn't until like COVID that I started like actually cooking. I have never cooked besides that one episode of Building the Ultimate, or the switch off, whatever. I've never cooked for anyone in the office. Well, Ken came over and scrambled eggs where they're like, yeah, I need salt. Yeah, fuck you and your salt. I forgot that Ken... Like, here's the thing. I don't cook for Ken. Ken just like, oh, you're cooking? Let me come over. I'll ask Ken's help for things. Like, oh, can you help me, like, with framing? Because I can't really move the camera and be here. Like, I'll ask him to come over and, like, help me with that. He'd be like, oh yeah, like when you stream it, I'll just come over before you stream. You're cooking, right? So, you know, there's that. Alright, that's about ready. Oh! God damn it. Well, that won't happen because I'm allergic to pretty much anything that lives in water. I'm not, like, deathly allergic to any of it, but, like, enough that I break out. This is not a good mincer. Okay. I also do not like avocado. So it makes it harder for me to do anything. Like, I'll do. Ugh. I thought this butter was gonna be softer. Yeah, I live in California and I don't like avocados. I know. I mean, like, I think they're bland. I know I could. Yeah, alright. I got it. Thanks, guys. Alright. So, what was the point of that? We got some compound butter. So it's garlic and Italian seasonings. And we're just gonna mess this. Oh no, we don't want there. We just want to mess this thing up with butter. Because again, like, we're not here to be healthy, guys. If you're here to be healthy, you're in the wrong stream. I technically probably should have broiled these, but I didn't turn the broiler on. Alright. Let's put this back up at the top. Almost forgot the most important part. Well, I guess it's not the most important part. The most important part would have been the garlic. Okay. Nice up near the top. Let's say 4 minutes. All right. So we can fly this out. We need this still. We need this can go. These can go. This I still have to do unspeakable things to. All right. Shit. All right, gotta pop this off. Give me a sec. Alright, I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Nellis, you couldn't fit in here with me, alright? Like, good luck, my friend. Zara Song wants me to hydrate. I take up this entire shoebox here. Alright, now, good news is, you guys get to see batch number 2. So, poke it down, scrape the edges, smells like shit, and that's a good sign. Bam. Thanks, Zara. Appreciate you. So, there we go. This is going to go back in for another 2 hours. Not quite done. I need a bigger spoon. Also, I haven't eaten today, so this is gonna be a large portion. These can go in here. Ba-ba-ba. The only problem with this right here is that they're both the same color. And the garlic bread is going to run into the same problem. Killer, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Set the other timer. Cancel that one. Still not quite there. I was really hoping it charred on the top like a broiler. I didn't turn the broiler on, which that's my mistake. But we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Now, I'm going to confide in you, all right? The small handful of you that are here, you're going to hear this, all right? My dream, which I do not have the experience or, like, I can make a couple things, but I'm not a chef. I want to have, like, a bar / like dive food joint so bad. Like, so, like, I want Mateo's Bar over on 2nd Street. Like, let's go have a pint and maybe a taco and, like, you know, maybe a hot dog. Yeah, I've told this to many people. I you know, like, I almost opened a taco truck several years ago. I was not prepared for it, which is why I didn't do it. And, like, I look at, like, the shit, like, have you seen what it costs to like, run a, like, just the licensing to, have a hot dog stand in, like, Central Park is, like, $250,000. That means that guy's making over $250,000 to continue doing that. But it's just fun. I like it. It's fun. What I don't like is cleaning. Debbie! Debbie's here! Debbie's one of the OGs. She's not here as often anymore. Love to see her here. So, Debbie, you're just about ready for the final plating. Alright, note to self, broil it next time. And these are pretty big, thick-ass pieces of toast. Do I have anything to brighten that up? No! No! Alright, well, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Let me get stuff out of the way. Alright. Potato gnocchi Alfredo with garlic bread that I made. Ow! Ow! What? Oh! Alright, describe in detail. The crust is crispy, crunchy, and here's something that some people don't like that I love. I like that it's kind of hard to chew. Like, when I go to like Italian restaurant, that's what I want. It's also, this is great, like, mopping up sauce, bread. But the innards, soft. Oh, the compound butter came out really good. It's super simple. It's just butter, garlic, and some Italian herbs. I can't chew and talk. And then the gnocchi was light, fluffy. Again, presentation-wise, it doesn't look as good because it's all the same color, but. So, what we're gonna do, Happy Easter, y'all. Thanks for joining me. I'll catch you next time.